What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we're going to be doing yet another video on the SND Primo Vitalis upgrade kit, because I was reading quite a few comments of people saying they were having trouble getting their Prime into truck mode once they got the kit on him, so I figured I would be a helpy helper 10 and show you how it's done, because it is, like I said in the past videos, the instructions do suck, so I'm going to be nice and helpful to you guys because I love you and show you how to do this properly. So yeah, before we get down to that, there is one thing I want to talk about too. A couple people in the comment section, for some reason, were making the comment of, oh my god, there's so little of the original toy left, why didn't they just make a whole figure? I don't get why people are saying that. Like, oh my god, it replaces so much. It doesn't replace so much. The only parts of the original Combiner Wars Prime this kit is actually replacing are the Combine Mode head, these little panels that were on the inside of his thighs, the original feet, the front of his crotch, and the front of the lower part of his belly. That's all of the original toy. It's actually replacing. 95% of the original toy is still there. It's just being covered up. All this kit does is the kit just adds on to it, but it's actually replacing very little. So yeah, the majority of the toy, it's still there. It's just being covered with, you know, he just has a new suit on. That's basically all it is. But it's not replacing a lot. I don't get why people were saying that. But anyway, just wanted to point that out. But now, let's get down to transformation and show you how to get this guy into truck mode once you have the kit installed. So, where are we going to start? We'll start with the legs. So, you want to bring his arms out to the side here. Just got to get things out of the way, because you do want to bring his legs out a click or two. So, once you've done that, you want to take these panels here. You just want to untab them and bring them up like that, just to get them out of the way. Bring them up, get that out of the way, and then you take this panel right here, and you swing it around like that. You can bring this panel up, and you just bring that to the back of the leg. Right there. And then once you do that, you take the foot, you bring that down, you slide it in, and you're pretty much ready to go. And then you just do the same thing over here. Just bring the foot down, compress, and you swing that around, bring that up, swing it to the back, and there you go. And also, before we bring the legs back in, you want to take the crotch section here, and you want to untab that and swing that to the back. Like that. Make sure you clear these bits right here. Just swing that to the back. And now you can bring the legs back in, and now you can tab the legs together. Like that. Okay? Okay. So, once you've done that, you want to make sure that this crotch panel here is resting against the back of the legs. Like that. That's how you want that oriented. So, once you've done that, you want to come here, and you want to untab these set panels right here, because that exposes this new joint right here. So once you've done that, we can start working on the upper body. So now, you just want to untab these sections here, bring that up, just swing all that back, and then you want to open this up. You want to rotate the head and swing all this in like that, and you just want to bring his horns down like that. You do want to leave the head up a little bit. You don't want to bring it all the way down. You want to leave it kind of hovering there, because you have to keep in mind that you need room for this to come up. So make sure that the head is just kind of hovering there, and then close that back up, and there you go. So now, with the chest panels, you just untab, bring it up, untab, bring it up, untab, bring that up, and all this will just swing around and rest right there. And then you take these windshield sections here. Let me bring the camera down a little bit here. There we go. And you take these windshield sections here, they are on sliders, and you just slide them in. Get out of the way. Slide in like that. And just slide the other one in as well. This one's a little tighter on mine. Just slide that in, there you go. And all that just rests right there. So there you go. Once you have that done, take this belly section here. You want to bring that down as far as it'll go, and then bring these panels up. Like that. And at this point now, we're going to start bringing all this stuff up and in. So now, you're going to bring all this up, and now you're using this hinge right here, this joint right here. And this part, this is the part that is a little tricky. But you want to make sure that these legs bend the way you need them to. So all this compresses up the way it's supposed to, and these legs stay straight like that. So that's how you want that looking. Right there. So once you've done that, you can now peg these side panels back in like that. And you can also take these blue panels here, tab those into the sides right there. These are on sliders as well. You can't see it, but just make sure that's slid all the way in. And do the same thing here. Just make sure that's tabbed in. Slide that in. And there you go. And we pretty much got the back all done for now. So get all that out of the way. And then for the arms, you just transform them the way you transform Combiner Wars Prime. Now, first thing you want to do with the shoulder pads here is just want to take them, bring them up. You want to swing these forward, and these are on a slider. You just slide them in, and you just kind of leave them up like that for now. Bring that up, rotate, slide in, leave that up, and there you go. And then you just transform the arms all regular-like. Bring them in. Tab all that together. Make sure that this section hooks over this section, like that. And now for the hands here, you want to make sure these panels are down. So you have the clearance here, then you fold the hands up, and you want to make sure that the fists rest right in front of this hinge right here. Because if they're not, they will get in the way of things, and that will keep you from lining things up. So you want everything like that. And once you do that, then you can take these panels and you can bring them in and fold them on top of the fist that way. And then these tabs will go into those slots in there to lock all that together. So you just get that there, get that there. And I definitely will say that the add-on kit does make things a little wider in places, so sometimes it is harder to get things tabbed in as securely as you want, but it is still doable. So there you have that. And then you just bring these panels up, tab them in, and again, these are a little tight getting tabbed in now with the kit, but everything still tabs in, as it should. But you do kind of have to, you know, sometimes you do have to fight with it a little bit, especially these side panels. But there you go. So now you have that done. Come down a little bit more here. And once you have that done, you can take this section here, just bring that back and down, and now we're going to work on this backpack section here. Now again, the instructions suck when it comes to this because it doesn't tell you how to orient it properly, because you have a lot of hinges to work with. You got hinges and ball joints, and it doesn't really tell you what to do with all this in the instructions, and that does legit suck. But first thing you want to do, just to get this done, just bring this around on that ball joint, bring these down, and these will just tab in right there. So you got that wind vane section all done. And how all this goes oriented is you just take this hinge right here, which is on a slider, and you compress that, and then this section will fold over this section. Raise up a little bit more. Like that. That'll actually snap on, and now you have it in this orientation right there. And what happens now is this whole assembly just gets tucked underneath these chest windshields. So you just kind of raise that up, and you just tuck all that in And you just push the back in like that. Everything sits flush, and then this just plugs over the smokestacks. Like so. Like so. And like so. Just give everything one final squeeze. And voila. There you have Prime back in truck mode. There you go. It is a little tricky at first because, like I said, the instructions suck, so it doesn't tell you a lot of how to orient things. It doesn't tell you how to orient, you know, that crotch panel once you bring it behind the legs. It doesn't tell you how to orient any of this. It just says, bring that down, and it tells you nothing else. So yeah, the instructions legit suck, but yeah, there you go. That's how you get him in the truck mode. Once you know how to do it, you know how to do it. You know, it makes everything a little bit more fiddly, but not, you know, ridiculously complicated or anything. Just some extra joints you have to work with. And, you know, like I said, it makes things a little bit tighter. But all in all, everything's still, you know, taps together and pegs together the way it's supposed to. And now here's a truck again. Yay! So there you go. I hope you found this video helpful if you were having trouble getting Prime back into truck mode. So I hope this helped in some way. Hopefully. Maybe. Alright, so there you go. So if you would like a Primo Vitalis upgrade kit of your own, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description and down below, so check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the SND Primo Vitalis upgrade kit, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, boom in your face!